a small business owner works 60 plus hours per week. That's more than a full-time employee. But most small business owners report that they are more happier than employees at the time that they were employed. And I am one of them. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Maj, and here on this channel I share with you the benefits of fitness and how AI has played a role. Here on this channel I share with you the benefits of how AI has been implemented into my business, wellness, fitness, and overall life, and how I'm using it to be more efficient with my time. As you may or may not know, time is a limited and scarce, and it is hard to come across, especially as a small business owner. So I'm gonna go over the top five AI tools that I use for my small business, and it's helped me out not spread myself thin. Because if you're like me and you're a small business owner, especially starting out, it's just you running the show. Fortunately, now that I'm 6 years into this, I'm realizing that, wow, it took me this long to figure out that I need a team around me. So I'm gathering people, operators, technicians that can help me out in the field. And those people aren't just human, they're artificial intelligence. So let's dive in, and I'm gonna share with you the top 5 AI tools that I use in my business. Starting, okay, I'm over here filling up this water right here on this job out here in Wyoming. But I'm gonna start with number 1, and that one is ChatGPT. What do I use ChatGPT for? A lot of people use it. This is the time is April of 2025. A lot of people are using it for the Gimbly craze, and everyone's just doing it, thinking, or not really thinking at all, but just being mindless with their time and just putting stuff out there, basically using the tool as a consumer. But when we use ChatGPT, we want to use this tool for efficiency, and we want to use it for, I'm gonna set this down right here. What just happened? There we go. All right, there we go. All right. Set it down right here. Okay. So when we're using tools such as ChatGPT, we want to use them for efficiency and making sure that we are being a producer. What do I mean by that? The same thing can be said for technologies such as social media. Social media was used by mainly us as consumers. We're all consumers, but very few of us, about 20% of us, are producers. So when we're using things such as ChatGPT, how are we going to use it? How do I use it? I use it for being efficient with my replies, text messages, complaints, different people that, hey, wherever you're tuning in live from, hey, Michael, what's going on? Let me know, drop it in the comments or in the comments below. Please like, share, and subscribe. I'm going over my top 5 AI tools here. And the first one is ChatGPT. I use ChatGPT for messages that I do not want to reply to, messages that are very emotionally triggered. I get customer complaints sometimes, I get employee complaints sometimes, and I get managers complaining sometimes. So that's one way that I use it to expedite those. Another one is going to be the feature with marketing. I use AI to help come up with my marketing content, come up with ad copy for my email marketing, coming up for strategies that I'm going to be doing in the future. She's that bug. when the a day is, or the season's coming up, it's right now it's graduation time. I'm coming up with time or a marketing material to put together for graduation and more cleaners. How can this cleaning advertisement go out and be more fluid and actually attract more of those people that I'm targeting as my avatar, and how can I bring them into my marketing funnel, right? So that first one is ChatGPT, very, very key, and I use it all the time. The next one would be Perplexity. Perplexity is great. If you don't use it, I use the free version. I haven't used the paid version. When it comes to ChatGPT, I do use the $20 a month version. I did want to touch on that. But Perplexity is really good just for news and information. You get information updated on the daily basis. And I also set that up as well on ChatGPT. That's another thing. on a day-to-day basis, but Perplexity comes out with the content that's very easy to follow, and it's hyperlinked so that you can go onto the link and check out what you're reading to go straight to the content. I'm a proponent. I have a huge thing for information that's not really sourced correctly and understanding where the source is coming from, especially nowadays when you have AI and you can really just fake information. It's not ideal. So that's another thing for me, is just making sure I'm on top of my market in the cleaning industry, because that's my business that I have right now that I'm implementing AI into, is the cleaning industry. And staying on top of that is key in order to drive and be a leader in this industry. You have to know where the market is going and where it's shifting. So constantly having a finger on the pulse is going to be key, and you can do that with Perplexity. Number 3, that's going to be Gemini. Gemini I use to cross-reference with ChatGPT. I believe it's important to use an LLM against another LLM, which is a large language model. And this is going to allow us to understand the thinking process behind ChatGPT and Gemini. You know, Gemini has different models, just like how ChatGPT has different models. So I like to use this information for Gemini, which is Google, and use it in my email feature. Because in the emails, you'll see, hey, wherever you're tuning in live, please let me know. I'm gonna give y'all a shout out. I'm in Wyoming. I'm going over the top 5 of my AIs that I use in my business as a small business owner. So the next one that I'm talking about right now is Gemini. Gemini is really key for plugins. Using it in my Google environment. Let me see if this water is almost full. Oh, it's almost full. I should probably turn this off. Let me go turn this water off, and then I'm gonna power wash away. But Gemini is one of those ones that I use as plugins, plugin for my email, plugin for my calendar. And I'm going to also be using it as a plugin for my Notion account. So Notion, I've been really loving Notion. If you guys are using Notion, please let me know as a small business owner. It's similar to Monday.com. It really helps you get more structured. And that's actually my next one. But before I touch on Notion, Gemini can plug in to a lot of the features in Google and allows everything to be streamlined. And mind you, I've only been dabbling in this for about 3 months on and off, because as you could see, I'm still in the field. And as I'm in the field, I'm learning about these different things. I almost busted my ass. I'm learning about these different things, these different tools that I can implement. And Gemini is a great one, especially with its chat feature and being able to chat with the AI has been huge. So that brings me into my next one that I just mentioned, is number 4 is Notion. If you need to get more structured with your time, if you need to understand your thoughts better and tie them into a calendar and make it more left-brained, I recommend Notion. Notion, you can export a lot of documents that, or just copy and paste. You can make it and paste it into Notion, and you can put it on a calendar and set up due dates, set up custom times. And you can also use their AI feature on Notion to talk to it to set up and organize your day-to-day, your weekly, your monthly, anything that you really want to do, a list. You can turn it into a table, you can turn it into an Excel spreadsheet, you can turn it into a PDF. And I love that about Notion. I used the free version first, and then I saw the value in it, being able to use the AI feature to just talk to it, to brainstorm or put together all the ideas that I've brainstormed. So so far this list that you have right now is very powerful. I'm constantly going through the day-to-day and understanding and engaging with these AI tools to understand how I can leverage them in my life to gain back my time. Because if you're like me, and especially if you have a family, you're going to want to cherish your time, and it's much more important to spend time with those that you love than to just spend your time in the things that you don't want to do. And on this channel, I'm going to share with you how to do that. That brings me into the last one, which is if you enjoyed this content, before I go into the last one, if you really enjoyed this content, please like, share, and subscribe with those that will benefit for with some information from this channel and also from information in this video. But if you've been hanging around, I really want to share with you a bonus one that I got for you. But before I go into that one, this last one, if you can really, if you can, I'm gonna give you a hint before I put it out there, because it's something that's most people, and it's kind of correlated with listening, learning while listening, and then also being able to map it out way there, because that is one of the features. And I'm just gonna cut straight to it. This one is Notebook LM. This is owned by Google. It's a Google product. Notebook LM is really awesome in terms of understanding your thoughts and understanding what information is out there and putting it in a digestible way for the user to consume and absorb. Because if you're like me, you're one of those learners that you're visual, and the mind map feature on Notebook LM is really, really crucial, and it helps out with this. So the next way that I love learning is hands-on, straight on doing hands-on experience. And I'm working on a way to be able to teach that with other people, to share it, implement how AI can help them in their lives by being more practical instead of just watching this video or just consuming information and being like, oh, okay, that's nice. The next thing that we need to do once we hear something or feel something or come across information that really resonates with us, that we know can change our lives, is to put it into action. And that's why I want to share with you the free step-by-step guide that I'm going to be sharing with you is implementing AI into your life. So if you would like to have that free guide, it's going to be a 90-day process. It takes up to 90 days to make a habit happen and make it a part of our lives. So that's why it's 90 days. It's a challenge. Let me know. I can share it with you in the comments below. Thank you for watching this video, this live. I really enjoyed my time being here with you guys. This is a new challenge for me. I'm really putting different content out there to see what resonates with the viewers out there. You know, when I originally started this channel, I was teaching fitness and I was teaching my cleaning experience, but now I'm starting to realize that the main thing that's really tying into all of this is the productivity and sharing the growth process for everything. And it's all about growth. And I believe AI is going to allow us as a being, the human beings and species on this planet, it's going to allow us to see that mirror and also unveil a lot of the things that are going on. But as a species in general, we're going to be able to move forward. Of course, before we move forward, sometimes there's going to be some setbacks, and unfortunately, there are those people that will just be set back and lost. But don't let that be you. Stay on path, stay on course. We're going to be moving forward. That's why this message is here for you. That's why you're here to receive it. And I really hope this resonated with you. Like I said, again, please like, share, subscribe. I hope this message really dives deep and you make a change in your life that's going to be everlasting. I'm going to go on about my day. It's almost noon now. Thank you for watching. It's your boy Maj, tuning out. MAJSAYY on Instagram. Y'all take care. Peace.